See each and every person out here tonight, and we have several visitors here tonight, so we appreciate you being here. I'm sure it was to hear Alvin speak tonight, so I'm sure that's why you were here, but we are always glad to have him here. Just a couple of quick announcements, and then Tim has an announcement that he needs to talk about, so I'll turn it over to him. Again, we hope to see everybody back here on Sunday morning for our Bible study at 9 and worship at 10 o'clock. And then don't forget, Sunday night services will start at 7 instead of 5 o'clock. So plan on making that change and showing up. As well as Sunday night, we'll have our annual fire and ice. So make sure you bring that good homemade ice cream or dessert and stick around afterwards, as we'll shoot some fireworks and have a good time, and invite your family and friends to come and enjoy that. If you are able and you're willing to donate some money to help with the fireworks, you can see either Kerry Rosenblum, Steve Bramlett, or Charles Collins, and tonight would probably be the last night, so if you can see them or help out in that cause, please do that. Again, Ladies Helping Hands, you're going to Fayetteville tomorrow, so be up here at the building at 10 o'clock or a little bit before so they can plan and head off, and don't forget about the list of items that they are collecting for the month. Again, our Honduras team is getting ready to head off here in a couple of weeks, and they are still in need of those medicines that have been listed. And again, we'll encourage you to make sure you get the pill form and not the liquids. It goes to help a long way. We also want to remind you about the a cappella singing on Friday night. It's this Friday at 7 p.m. at the West Huntsville Church of Christ. So if you don't have any plans, that activity will be going on. The invitation song tonight will be 189. 189, Steve Harless will have our closing prayer, and before we turn it back over to Alvin, Tim.
Just one more announcement before we continue with Brother Alston. We need your help. Sunday represents a change from our normal activities, both in the community and here at the congregation, and we will be shooting off some fireworks on Sunday night, July the 2nd. Which is not normally a time when you're going to see fireworks shot off in a neighborhood. So we're going to alert our neighbors and let them know of what's coming. That's number one. The other is we're going to invite them to join us. So there are some brochures that have been prepared, and we're going to hand them out in our community, and we need your help. If you're willing to pass out these flyers in the Big M community area, then we would like for you to participate. They need to be passed out either tomorrow or no later than Friday. You can select these by streets. There is a table in the back that has been prepared, and the map shows the street that you're supposed to be on, and the flyers are attached. Do not put them in the mailbox. These either need to be handed to an individual, placed in their door, some other location where they can find it, but not in their mailbox, or we'll have trouble with the U.S. Postal Service. But some of the streets are very short. There may be 10 or 15 houses on it, and that's it. Others are fairly long, but we have several sections of the right around here at Big M to take care of. The sheets are in the back, and if you have any questions about that, come up and talk with me afterwards, but we need your help getting these passed out tomorrow or Friday at the latest. Thank you. Brother Alvin.
I felt like I was walking through the forest. In Matthew chapter 11, in verse 28, Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." I want to say, in this world, especially in this day and age, we are going through some hard times in this country. We have hard times and trying times in our families. We have financial difficulties. We have sickness. There's even death. And sometimes we wonder, how can I go on? How can I make it? And then some people just give up and they stop pressing on. When we keep Jesus before us, have him focused right before us, we can make it. You see, the invitation that has been extended, it is not my invitation to give. This invitation comes from the Lord himself. The greatest person has ever lived in this world and lives today has given this invitation. He said, come to me. You're tired. You're weary. You're discouraged. You feel like all hope is gone. I just don't know what to do. I'm just going to give up. Jesus said, come to me. And when you come forward, I want you to come forward. Come forward and ask the Lord to help you and ask for prayers. And when you do come forward, do not come forward and lay your sin problem out front, because that's not our business. That's between you and God. You have a problem, don't go telling it. Tell it to God. But you come forward that we may pray for you and encourage you. That's the reason for coming forward. Because some people may be reluctant to come forward thinking, well, I just don't want to tell everything that I'm dealing with. You don't have to tell it. Tell it to God. That's our reason for coming forward. And our reason is to encourage you and to help you continue to go on. So if you're subject to the invitation, we're going to get ready to sing the song of encouragement. Will you please come while we sing?
Thank you, Alvin, for being here with us tonight, and also everyone who's visiting, thank you for being here. We'll meet again Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for our Bible class, and then following that at 10 a.m. for worship. We'll close with number 527, 527. We'll do the first verse and then be dismissed in prayer. As I travel through life with trouble and strife, how glorious hopes to give cheer on the ways to my toil will be o'er, and I rest on that shore where the night has been turned into day. Up in the beautiful paradise valley by the side of the river of life. Up in the valley of wonderful valley would be free from all pain
Please bow with me. Father, we have so much to be thankful for. You bless us richly, and there's no way that we can speak to you at this time about all the blessings, but we are thankful for those, and we try not to take them for granted. Father, we are thankful for the family that meets here at Maysville, for the encouragement it provides being together, for the fellowship, for the guidance that we receive from your word each time we get together. Father, we ask that you grant safe travel for those that are traveling during this holiday. Bring them back to us, if that be the case. And Father, bring us back again this coming Sunday as we worship you there at that time. In Christ's name we pray, amen.